Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You know, we are in the world of disinformation. And in case you don't understand disinformation, disinformation simply means when a group of people or a person decides to send an information out that is just to deceive the people, that is disinformation. And we are in that kind of world now. In case you don't know, you have to know from this particular video. People can deliberately put out an information just to destroy you, just to tarnish your image, just to make work difficult for you. Therefore, anytime you get an opportunity to talk about who you are and what values are on you, don't joke with it. Make sure you speak to the issues. Make sure that you sell yourself even to that person who might not have known you for a single minute. And today, in this particular editorial, I want everybody to understand that as much as I have a task to sell a brand, as much as I have a task to market a brand, I will not sit down. In the name of a manager should not be talking. The name of a manager should be quiet. For people to put out this information to make my work difficult. Nah, I won't do it. That is why, as part of my knowledge, as part of my experience, God has also blessed me with this. I will sure use it to the very best of my advantage, so that at every point in time, I would also look back and say that this has helped my position. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Shatta update. I want to call this one of the Shatta updates. I'm not sure I've done that in a long while. So let's continue to maintain this as such. And I'm going to caption this: 10 top reasons why Shatta Wale should be your favorite artist for booking for any event on any day. I'm not talking about Christmas. I'm not talking about Easter. I'm talking about any day. There are several artists that you can consider. That one I know. And I'm not even sure he's the only person you will consider. But if you are to do your priority list, if there is one guy that you have to spend your dollar on, your pounds on, your cedis on, in fact, your money or kwacha on, that person should be Charles Nyama Mensah, aka Shatta Wale. And I've considered this very important because of what sometimes you read about. What I said earlier called disinformation. Because of what sometimes you see, you watch online. People deliberately putting out information just to make the work difficult. It's high time we correct all these narratives. So that is what we're going to do. 10. If it becomes necessary, I might even give you bonus. My name is Sammy Flex, Shatta Updates, produced by Digital Rasta. He's called Currency, he's on camera, and Richie Flex is also the editor-director of the show. Whilst you are watching, I know you have heard about Tap Send before. You live abroad, you live in Dubai, UAE, maybe you don't have the app on your phone now. Take advantage of this. Today, download the app on your phone, iOS, Android, put in your key details, bank details, and all of that. And remember to use the promo code SammyFlex. After doing this, you get some extra money into your account. Then you can send money with ease. Now, in no particular order, the points as they have been arranged, I'm not delivering them in any particular order. So in no particular order, I want to share with you 10 top reasons, and tell someone that the same thing as well. The other day, Abbas told me he was in a meeting with some event people and they were talking about Shatta Wale. And when Shatta Wale's name came up, they spent about almost 30 minutes talking about Shatta Wale. Why they have to work with him or they don't have to work with him. I said, well, then it has become necessary that because of this information, Sammy Flex also come out to share this. 10 top reasons why Shatta Wale is the guy you have to book for your event on any day. Number 1, I'll make sure I summarize it so we don't spend so much time here. Number 1, dedicated fan base. Dedicated fan base. Underline that. Now let's write the notes. Among all artists in Ghana, some of them have some recognized fan groups that they deal with. But I can hit my chest with all the authority and power bestowed on me to say that none beats SM Empire. None. You cannot compare any fan group or fan base to SM Empire. Their energy is top notch. In fact, at every point in time, if you are going to do anything with Shatta Wale, they are the first point of call. They make their work so smooth. In terms of promotion, in terms of publicity, in terms of social media activation, you can't beat them. Sometimes they even get the information before some of us will even get it, and we get surprised. Like Shatta Wale would be booked for a show somewhere around the world or around the corner. Organizers will be preparing their flyers and other things. You'll be on social media and you see these guys sharing it. So these guys have released their flyer. That is how dedicated they are. And let me even share one secret with you. You see these dedicated fan base of the SM Empire. They have thousands, if not hundreds, of WhatsApp groups and platforms that they share their information among themselves. Personally, I have been invited to a couple of them, and I can tell you they are really active. Special shout outs to the SMC, the Shatta Movement bloggers, the Shatta Movement, is it Empire or something, Planet, like, hey, don't try. And all these people are very active young people. Imagine you have your product, you have your service that you want a brand to sell for you. You give it to Shatta Wale, automatically he is distributing it, or automatically the fans are distributing among a plethora WhatsApp groups. And all these people are people you are going to reach with your product and service. Umpewe na opediawe. Now, let's move on to point 2. Because of these people all being part of Shatta Wale's activities, both online and offline, one of the things, if you book Shatta Wale, you enjoy is easy and even cheaper promotion. And what do I mean by easy and cheaper promotion? Elsewhere, you might have to spend so much money paying influencers, paying this, paying that, to be making noise for you online and offline. The good thing about these groupings is that the moment any of the management members shows them that on this day, we are going here, we are going there, the job is done. Whilst we were in London preparing for the Wolverhampton show, I was so amazed with the kind of publicity and the promotion these guys were doing online. I was so surprised. Like at every point in time, you wake up and someone is mentioning you and tagging you in a post of a Wolverhampton show somewhere. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Like, think about any of these social media platforms that have numbers. And they are there. Like, they are there. Making sure that at every point in time, whatever thing you are doing with your boss, that is Shatta, Wale of Shatta movement, they are making sure whether you are ready or not to hear it. I know so many people who are online and they will tell you, hey, don't go to SM, don't go and say anything, like don't move to them. Don't try to attack them because it go over you. Where they come from, how they do it, the energy. You can only get it when you are dealing with Shatta Wale. So why should you be deceived by that person? And that it is not like that. It is what it is. And to some of us, ever since we became part of the team, we even tell promoters that the moment you book me, it means I'm doing the show with you. Me and you will plan. You do things that will make everything smooth for your benefit and for my benefit. Because to me, I keep saying that when my artist is happy, I'm happy. When he's not happy, I'm also not happy. So at every point, I'll make sure we make him happy so that I'll be happy, you'll be happy, and he will also be happy. A tripartite happiness. You have to understand this. Let's move on to number 3. And all these points that I'm raising, if you have any counter argument, you can bring it forth. I can debate you, and I'm sure going to win hands down. Number 3, the songs, the catalog. Oh my goodness. The other day we were in London at the Shatta Wale party, birthday party I mean. On that day, Alodia did not work much. So he decided to take a seat, maybe get some champagne on his table, and for the first time, though a promoter, watch Shatta perform. Right after the show, he called me and said, hey, Sammy, do you know whilst I was watching Shatta Wale, I was teary. And I asked him, boss, why were you teary? He said, hey, the songs. So some of them he did not even know. But he was so amazed the way the people were singing along. But he said, we have all gone through that phase before. Me, I've gone through that phase before. Maybe until recently that, and maybe now I listen to him more, I follow him more, so I get to follow everything he puts out. But those times when I was actively on radio, Plus FM, Xylophone days, I go to an event and Shatta Wale is performing the song, I don't know. But the fans, they are singing it back to back to back to back. And the good thing is that at every point in time, different moods, different audience reaction, he has songs for every setting. If you are going to do a corporate show, that people are going to be seated and you want Shatta Wale, he knows what songs to perform for those people. He was so excited, the kind of selection I did for him when we went for the Ghana Music Awards UK. After the show, I said, wow, that selection was dope. We performed just 10 songs. At the Ghana Music Awards UK, it was just 10 songs we performed. And it was back to back. Shatta Wale is the only artist that I have seen. It's not somebody told me. And this, so many people have also seen, can stand on his feet, perform for 6 solid hours. Now ask yourself, what was he doing within the 6 hours? He was singing songs. And I'm sure even after the 6 hours, we still had songs that we had not played or we did not select as part of our playlist. He has it. Repertoire. And it's not just any song. Oh. Let me also add this flavor to it so you get to know. It is not just any song. Hate So Happy after the tidal rave. One thing that has also come out that everybody is talking about is the fact that Shatta Wale's songs are crowd movers. Everybody is writing about it. I think I saw Olele Salvador of 3 Music share that on his timeline. I've seen so many people because though Shatta was not on bill to perform, obviously because of the date, but anytime his song was dropped, the atmosphere was charged like he was on the stage. Yes, anytime they play his songs, the MCs, the hype men who were working there, like that is the kind of energy they needed on any other day. So such a person, if you are spending a luxurious amount of money to get him, what do you lose? You lose nothing, because you are going to get your money's worth. You are sure going to enjoy the benefit of you putting that money into him. And that is what I want you to know. He has songs for every occasion. Now, the good thing is that Shatta Wale's songs satisfies everybody. The other day, when they were doing the NPP primaries, those who watched live, I believe you saw it. After the victory of Baumia, we saw the DJ, back-to-back songs from Shatta Wale, and the people could not get enough. Remember that is number 3. Now, let's go to number 4. There is something that Shatta Wale does that I always commend him for, and I pray he doesn't change from it. He is among the few artists. There are other artists who may be doing it. He's among the few artists that when you book him for show, he goes all out to promote the show. He goes all out, including posting or publishing your flyers, endorsement videos for your show. One thing that he does beautifully is to come for his usual popular and famous live on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, to even promote your show. Ask yourself, look around. How many artists does that? How many of your favorite artists will do this? No, you won't see some of them doing it. I know some of these artists, even when you book them for shows, how to even post your flyer cry is a problem. I know. Some of them, they will not even post it. I don't know why it is like that. Recently, one artist went abroad to play a show. I went to abroad, spoke with the promoter. I said, Charlie, we didn't know why. His flyer cry, he was not posting. He only posted the day before the event when he was in the country. He said, well, it is like that sometimes. But with Shatta Wale, he does it. The other day, we played with Game Park in Kumasi. When I received their flyers, I shared it to some of these fan groups, and they started posting. I had my time I was going to give to him. Before I realized, he had posted, I said, but I did not give him the flyer. Before I realized, he had posted it. They will bring endorsement videos. He will post, like, he does it so beautifully. He goes on live and he controls a lot of numbers on these live videos that he's been doing on social media. The other day on TikTok alone, he had about 22K people live listening to his know-nothings. Sometimes that's how I call it, because he comes there just to play with them. On days that he has no agenda to come and preach, of course. When he comes with the agenda there, you know there is energy and fire in there. But sometimes he just comes to interact with them. And that is so beautiful on him. I hear people say, no, he shouldn't do that. I say, no, he can't stop it. He doesn't have to stop. So that is also an advantage for you. Now, I know some people, I know some promoters, when they are talking to me about this, oh, I am managing live, no. Now, it has become part of the demands that they want to see from him. Oh, Sammy, Maninko live no can show, and Maninko live no can show. You see, the live that some people think he comes live and he has been attacking people. Now it has become some people's run to for promotion. There is good in every other thing you do. Of course, you want that show to be played with him. Obviously, before the show, at least one live video either on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, he'll surely do that. And on Twitter or X, he's so active there. When he tears chin there, it is mad. Note that as well. Now, let's talk about his attraction power as his personality, and that is my number 5. Shatta Wale is a likable person. I've seen old women, old men running helter-skelter, falling, young people walking and flying over them, still trying to catch a glimpse of Shatta Wale on the Aburi Mountains that way. One day we were there. I can't only even mention Aburi Mountains, but one that is so glaring to my eyes. I've gone to Kumasi when we were in KJTia, PZ and all those areas. I've gone to Takrade, like almost everywhere that I go to. That guy is charming. He's likable. His personality has some attraction. So you want to sell. You want to also make your product services known, and you don't want to attach it to this man, and I wonder what you are looking for. He hasn't done any other artist. That one I can say it without looking down on anybody. And we can do this test any day. Put one artist on the street, allow him alone to walk. People, of course, because he's known and popular, people will give him the fans. Hey, 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 hey. But put Shatta on the street and he'll be mobbed. If you are not sharp, they will kill him. The other day we went to Kumasi to go support Dr. Laiki at his cleanup at Manshia Palace. Me, I was scared. I thought they were going to suffocate him to death. Of course, I know Shatta is not macho like I am. I am macho, he's not. So I was scared that, hey, if this man is not careful, these guys will suffocate him and he will die. They will mob him. He is that guy. So imagine you have a deal with him to wear your shirt, to wear your branded product or something. Like, he's that guy people rush to see. People kill him to see. Sometimes ask the people, when the people are coming to him, giddy, giddy, what are they coming to do? I ask my people all the time. When you go and I see people, so what exactly are they coming to do? They come there to do nothing. Just to see that, hey, me too. I've seen Shatta Wale, such a guy. If you have a show with him, why won't people come? Sometimes when we are going for shows in open spaces, and I know, Charlie, it will be hard to control the crowd. I'm always missing in action. That is the part of the job that I don't know how I'm going to get it right. When I see the too much crowd, I'm always missing in action because that energy and that kiki. Sometimes I just don't want to waste my energy for that because you can't. They don't hear go back. They don't hear push. No. Allow them to come and take Shatta Wale to their house or something. Like, I don't know what exactly. He is a likable personality. Why are you leaving him behind for who? Let's move on to the next one. That is point 6. Of course, he has been tagged as a controversial personality. His controversies, as much as it is not killing anybody, as much as it is not destroying anything, and it is for the culture, it helps even the show that you are going to do. I've been to shows where Shatta Wale's comment he made on the stage has become a national discourse or a national discussion. I've been on shows where some of his statements he's made in the middle of his performance has become topical in the area of discussion. Remember when at the Accra Sports Stadium show, I think Freedom Wave 1 or so, he talked about Nigeria and everything turned chaka everywhere. Nigeria people vex. Some Ghanaians vex because he said he did not need Nigerians, blah, blah, blah. And I know even today, some people in the name of Nigerians have still not come to terms with that statement. They think it was not said right. Politically, it was not right. So if such a person is on your stage, of course, you might consider his statement controversial. You might consider his statement a little hard. At the end of the day, it adds up to the reviews. It adds up to the discussion, the after effect of your show. And I'm not sure you'd want to do a show and after nobody's talking about it. It hurts, it pains. I'm not sure you do a show, spend millions of CDs or thousands of CDs into the show, and after everybody goes to sleep with it. Someone should discuss it and mention you. Shout outs to Tabia Herbal Company or Tabia Herbal. Right after sponsoring Ghana Music Awards UK, the company was so proud they did that investment. The company was happy because everywhere they passed, it was Tabia that was discussed. On Twitter, they were trending. On Facebook, everybody was mentioning Tabia. Like everywhere you go to, Tabia was mentioned. As a sponsor, you need this. I spoke with the boss of Tabia, Peter. Shout out to you, big man. He's now my friend, very, very close friend. And he was telling me, Charlie, hey yo, Obi Anka Dioka. Oh, very not anyway. There's only one guy who can give you. So it will come across as him being controversial, but at the end of the day, marketing values will be placed on whatever controversies that we're talking about. Positive controversies, if you ask me. Let's move on to point 7. Yes. 8, 9, 10. Okay, point 7. The good thing is that Shatta Wale has songs that cuts across generations of all types. Of course, he's not a young artist. He's been around more than 2 decades. So what it means is that those who want to enjoy music and they have been around for 3 decades, 4 decades and more, play a Shatta Wale song and they can still link to some songs of his. Those who just came today, the Gen Zs, the new generations, those who are listening to modern songs, Shatta Wale is still appealing to them because he gives them modern songs like Incoming and all those good songs that he's been doing. At every point in time, these guys are ready to accept him because he appeals to them. So anytime you have a Shatta Wale on your show, just know that your show is surely going to appeal to all classes of people. He was on the Uniland show, Focus and his people, shout outs to you, where we did some 1 or 2 university tours. We went to Cape Coasters, UCC. They said they've never seen such a show before. That show targeted the students. The students were not indoors. They all came up. Legon, we played same day with Foresight TV. Once again, the whole Legon came out on that day. When we hit the street, it is the same thing. So his brand cuts across everywhere. Appeals to the market woman, appeals to the student, appeals to the corporate body. Anytime we've gone to any company, everybody stops working just to come and catch a glimpse of Shatta Wale. Take a selfie with him or something. What are you waiting for? This is a brand worth investing into. So corporate people, do you want me to tell you the benefits of Casa Preco and what they are enjoying with Storm Energy Drink? Do you want to know what Infinix phones enjoyed? Be quick before we increase our prices. Time is not on our side. Be quick and come sign a deal. Enjoy benefits because you can only get it when you deal with brand Shatta Wale. Now let's move on to point number 8. Media bait. He knows how to get media people to talk about him, whether good or bad. He knows how to do it. Whether deliberate or not, he knows how to do it. So that's your brand attachment. That's your show with him. At all costs, you get a top media platforms discussing it, talking about it, and mentioning your name in the process. News outlets will be running news and your name will be mentioned. You'll not pay you. You're not going to pay solely for them to go and do the news. They'll do it. Because there will be a certain Shatta Wale in there who will make sure he does what he does best to bait them to talk. This, you will not be able to pay. This, you might not have that budget for. But because you budgeted in Shatta Wale, you are going to benefit from that. Trust me. He said something in one of his best songs on God that he's the news. And he will keep you guys talking. Really and truly. They can't stop talking about brand Shatta Wale. Whether good or bad, they are still talking about him. Now, let's go on to number 9. He's a performer. The other day, Lord Kenya was saying, apart from me, he hasn't seen any artist who is charismatic and who has craftsmanship or stagemanship or craftsmanship like him. Well, he has not seen it, but I have seen it. If he says he is one of those people, which I don't want to doubt, I can't doubt Lord Kenya. Of course, he's got it. Yes, Lord Kenya, during his era, he's got it. But in today's music business, Shatta Wale is that guy. He performs so beautifully. His antics, his moves, you just love it. When we were in UK, shout outs to Media XL Bosco CNS. He said there was one move Shatta Wale did that, hey, anytime he watches the move, he feels so happy about it. You know, I think in Mahama paper, he said, I go protect you like soldier. And the kind of antics going on his knee, holding the gun like the soldier man, Kosiede said, hey, when he saw that act, said, wow, this guy can perform. Like, I watched a review of this guy in Italy, what's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. There is one YouTuber in Italy. Mark Graham. Thank you, Currency. Mark Graham did a review of Shatta Wale's performance, and oh my God, he said, no, we should call Shatta Wale performance machine. He said, no, we shouldn't call Shatta Wale as champion. We should call him performance machine. Like, he was so wild. And like I said, we performed just 10 songs. He performed just 10 songs. So imagine, you are giving him to go a long haul of 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Shatta Wale sometimes charges based on the audience. If the numbers are good, he can even perform more than. I know there are days that we've done our playlist. We go there and no, look for more songs. And when it happens like that, I cry for his DJs. Shout outs to DJ Obeti. I cry for them because you have to get the songs. Of course, they have the songs, so they will bring it up. He is a performer. Like, I have been watching him perform several times, but at every point in time, it feels new even to me. Me that I stand so close to him to watch him perform. Anytime he's performing, it feels new to me. Like, at every point in time, his antics, the statement, all those things, he makes watching him perform so exciting. In Kumasi, the company boss of Game Park, the man we watched, he was a Jamaican, or he's a Jamaican. The match watching perform, he was so wild, he just came throwing money on him. Flip money. Throwing money on him. Like, you love it. He has the songs, he has the attitude, he has the charisma. In fact, he's a star boy when he's on stage. Like, you see him and you love him. He has all the antics that one would love to see. And you can always give it to him. He is a performer. He's not that guy who come and stand on the stage holding a bottle or holding a cup with alcohol and be drinking and doing those things and walk on the stage panting. No. Shatta Wale can perform. Sometimes when we are standing, we are tired. You see people asking, how many songs more? Even sometimes security people, they do that. Let me expose them. The guy, how many songs he left? This one, how many songs he left? Because you see, no, but the guy who is jumping, walking, dancing, shouting, singing, talking, he is not tired. If you don't invest your money into this and you listen to what people say out there, and then voila. Now let me do the last one, and we run away from here. The goodwill and profit. Any other person who has dealt with Shatta Wale also gets some kind of image for himself. Like, you also have some bragging rights. Okay, so who brought Shatta Wale? And can say, yes, it is this company. I did. Trust me. So many people, they enjoyed that bragging right. Me, I've gone to shows, I've gone to places that the people, they were so proud that, yes, they brought Shatta Wale to perform. And it's true. That's the goodwill. And of course, you make your profit. The numbers will come. They will buy your ticket. You are sure going to make your profit. What are you waiting for? Don't be disinformed by anybody. That's why it has become necessary that I put out this video. I'm not doing this video for now. I'm doing this video for now and the future. Anywhere somebody asks, who is the right guy for me to put my money on for a gig in Ghana? Don't say much. Give them this video. And if they are still not satisfied, tell them my number is on the screen. They should call me. I'll tell them more. In all, Shatta Wale is also not cheap. That's a bonus. So, in all, deal with us, but come prepared. In all, deal with us, but know that my artist has his own luxurious demands. Take it or leave it, and we are not going to hide that. Because I'm just sitting, so why should someone be able to have all these things and come cheap? Like, you cannot value it. If someone has all these qualities that I have enumerated, and the person comes to you cheap, you will not love it. I'm telling you honestly. Borrowing Derek Money's word. I tell you honestly, you will not value it. He comes with all this package, a full package. And you should know that it comes with that value. Be prepared for it. Link up and let's do more. Don't be misinformed. Forget about naysayers. I know when it comes to social media platforms and some media platforms, the narrative about Brand Shatta Wale has always been some way because everybody thinks that we could not have our way with him. And if we could not have our way with him, then we have to paint it this way. Yes, that has been the problem. Many people think they cannot have their way with him. Yes, he's a hard nut to crack. You cannot have your way with him easily. But as much as the business is concerned, he's the right guy to do business. And with Sammy Flex in the picture, business has become so sweet with Shatta Wale because I do it with you. We make you feel at home. We make you feel you are not dealing with any kaka. You are dealing with a human being who also listens, who is also ready for you to talk business. Enough said already. These are the top 10 reasons, factors why Shatta Wale is the best artist to be booked for any event, be it in Ghana and outside of Ghana. Outside foreign podium, 1,000 times, they all want him to come. Europe, America, Canada, Australia, everybody's calling me. You'll deal with them at a later date. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to Digital Rasta. He's got Currency doing our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Do you want to add more? Maybe I've left something. I want to believe I can. I'm human. If you want to add something, feel free. Add it and let's shoot. If you also want to ask any question, feel free, ask it. But if you want to book now, the number on the screen is for you to call. Give me a call. Tell me, Sammy Flex, I listened to your delivery on why I should book Shatta Wale. I'm ready. What are the figures? It will come to you in a more luxurious form for us to do our show. I'm out of here. Ta-ta.